Caleb, I know you said over the course of the past week, despite the results in Portland and against Miami, you liked a lot of what you saw from the group in terms of the performance over those 90 minutes. So do you sense that confidence is high within the group based on the way they played over the last couple of games?
Yeah, players know when they play well. Obviously, the result didn't follow the performance, but the chances are there. And last two games, I really liked the way we played. The team knows that as well. They felt good about the performance. They understand that in the boxes we have to, show more urgency and killer instinct and cutting edge. So that 5% bit more quality in those moments is what's going to give us the result, as long as we keep playing the way we've been playing.
Yeah, I know it is obviously a game of margins. Is that where those little margins are for you, is really defensively in the box, attacking in the box, maybe just a couple of plays here or there?
Yeah, I think when you look at the last two games, the team should feel really confident knowing that they played two of the best teams in the league and outplayed them and outshot them and had really good chances to win the game. And those players that had those chances, we believe in them and we have confidence in those players, and we know that the goals will come. It's not just going to happen automatically. We've got to show that cutting edge, that killer instinct, and that 5% bit more quality. So yeah, I think the group's very confident to go on the road and to get a result. And we still have two more games after that, so it's a very busy stretch. We have to be extremely smart, just kind of evaluating our group right now and who can go and who can't. But we're mid-season, everybody's fit. We've done these windows before, and we've played a good majority of guys all three games, so we know we can do it.
You look at this Austin team. I know Miami were a team that, you look at the stats, will score a lot of goals, concede a lot of goals. Austin feels like maybe the other end of the spectrum. Don't concede a lot of goals, haven't scored a ton of goals. How is the challenge maybe a little bit different against this Austin team?
Yeah, I think every team's different. Obviously we've put the work in to evaluate them and to analyze them. Obviously we have to focus on ourselves as well, like always. But we did a walkthrough today. You can't do much on the pitch. We did a video meeting and went through the scout on them, and it's little tweaks. We got to keep doing what we've been doing, but we definitely have to adjust to them as well, just in the phases of play. So on goal kicks, what are they doing and what are we doing, and vice versa. When we're playing out, what are we doing, what are they doing? So those type of things we have to adjust all the time, and but they play a very similar system to Miami, so there's some connection there as well. But mostly on us. We got to focus on us, and just in the box finish. Because the last two games we did score, a goal in each, but probably should have scored 3 or 4.
One of the guys who has seemed to shown well the last couple games, Luca Langoni, who had to spend quite a bit of time on the sidelines coming back from injury, but have the last two games for you been a pretty good example of kind of what Luca can bring when he's clicking? Yeah,
he's played well. Brings that pace, that stretch dimension, good work rate defensively, and he has the ability in the box to create his own chance and score. He had 2 or 3 really good moments in the match. His prep touch, to set up the finish is important. If he got that right, he probably gets a goal in the match. But he's playing well.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks,
all right,
Caleb.
guys. Thanks.